So now you have, of course, the media, they hate all Republicans, but the controversy pops up in the culture wars every other day. And I saw you tweeting about it. It's been getting a lot of attention how Jason Aldean's latest song is being canceled. It's not being played now on CMT. We have a little bit of it. Let's just play a little bit of the song that's gotten him in trouble as allegedly a pro-lynching song.
Yes.
He denies that entirely, but here's a little bit of it.
Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road.
Man goes on and talks about a gun. So that's you can't talk about guns. What do you make of it?
Listen, I think it's insane. I think it's what we're seeing time and time again, just capitulation to the radical left. I mean, that song is it's 100% accurate. That it's against the BLM Antifa riots. It's 100% true that would happen in a small town if you messed around with that. I wish the rest of America functioned that way. And Jason's a friend of mine. It's like, hey man, anything I can do. I sent him that DM yesterday. I compared his lyrics to that of WAP by Cardi B. And it's shocking that even country music television can seemingly just disavow literally their entire audience to to kowtow to Hollywood or perhaps the music companies over there, and we've just seen too much of that. I mean, I think his lyrics are wholesome. It has nothing to do with lynching. It has nothing to do with racism. But that's the problem, Megyn. Literally everything has become racism if you're on the left and we don't like you, right? It's the easy button of today's radical left. And the problem with it is, in the instances where real racism does exist, and I think it does, it's just not the cause of and solution for all of life's problems, as they would have you believe. When it does happen now, people hear it and they roll their eyes because they hear the lyrics, they hear the song, and they're like, give me a break. So now,
how is it
when it actually happens, they walk by and they're like, give me a break. I can't name something that isn't racist. I mean, you talk about economics is racist, math is racist. I read an article, I think it was yesterday, sleep, a good night's sleep is rated in, based in white supremacy. I mean, these people have lost their minds. It's ridiculous. But the problem is, for so many, they were so able to instill fear in the hearts of people. You don't want to be called a racist. That's the worst thing you could possibly call it. And by the way, if it's true, maybe that's right. It's certainly close. But they've done it so much. They've overplayed it. It's so ridiculous. I mean, this is, as far as I'm concerned, that's a great song with wholesome lyrics of a guy that really believes in America first. And to be able to condemn the BLM riots and Antifa riots that caused billions in damage, burned down cities, killed people, murdered people, guess what? That should be accurate across America, and certainly I was to the
thinking
country
about
music set.
Those videos that we all saw during the BLM riots where before they were riots, they were just bothering people. They were just harassing innocent restaurant goers who were forced to eat out on the streets because of COVID. And they'd go over to the just innocent people sitting there having a family meal and say, like, you will raise your fist. You will say Black Lives Matter.
They found the weakest people, Megyn.
I mean, he's right. Try that in a small town. See how that goes for you.
100%. They found the weakest people imaginable. People who, they're maybe not even political. You must bow and kiss our feet. And they capitulated because they've been scared into this. And again, that's been artificially boosted and, frankly, promoted by big tech and mainstream media and social media and all of these entities. He's right. Try that in a small town. By the way, you shouldn't be able to get away with that in any town. But the cities have given up entirely and capitulated to the insanity of the radical left. So I hope that's a call to people to understand, you don't have to just give in because they'd like you to. You don't have to just roll over and die because they'd like you to.
Right. I mean, they try to say don't watch Sound of Freedom because it's a Q movie and it just made $100 million at the box office after costing $14 million. One other word on this.
That was perhaps the first insanity that I saw. So Tim Ballard, who's the subject matter of the movie, like I met him in like 2015, 2016. And, you know, I wasn't allowed to get political or get involved with the White House. I made 2 calls, though. One was about the Pebble Mine. That's sort of been out there. The other was I had met Tim Ballard. I was like, you guys should really talk to this because you understand that there's a problem with child sex trafficking, but I don't think anyone understands the scope. And so I sort of made the introductions, then I get out of it. And you know, eventually they actually have Tim Ballard down to the White House. They set up a council. And for the first time in an administration, they actually put real money behind it, like $300 million to like look into the issue to try to combat it. And I was like, this is great. Like, this is it's not even a political issue. It should just be something that 100% of people across the world agree on. And the left lost their minds. You know, this movie was actually made 5 years ago. The people praising it
Your dad,
today,
I don't have to remind you.
The people praising it then are deriding it today.
Your dad signed the Anti-Sex Trafficking Act. He got a standing ovation at the State of the Union for doing that.
And the left was against it.
And AOC sat there like this, arms crossed. Are you pro-sex trafficking? Like, what is it? Was a bridge too far for you? Summer is about enjoying the outdoors. It's also a time for water fun. How nice would it be for you and your family to enjoy a swim spa in your own backyard? Think of it. Putting a pool in could be overwhelming, a hassle, not to mention very expensive. And a lot of yards would not be ideal for one. But a swim spa, oh, now we're talking. That's the perfect alternative. A Michael Phelps swim spa by Master Spas will transform your backyard into a year-round oasis. You can swim, relax, and exercise all in one. Not only does a Michael Phelps swim spa by Master Spas provide fun for the fam and your friends, but it's also a great way to stay active, improve your fitness, and de-stress after a long day. Michael Phelps swim spas by Master Spas have a water current, so you can swim in place and do your favorite aquatic exercises. They come in a variety of sizes to complement almost any yard. Installation can take less than a day, and since it's heated, you can use it year-round in any climate. Michael Phelps swim spas are 100% made in the USA by Master Spas, the world's largest swim spa manufacturer. Go to masterspas.com, put in the promo code MK to save $1,000 on a Michael Phelps swim spa or $500 on a Master Spas hot tub. Masterspas.com, promo code MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.